Hello everyone, this is Mike217, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. It is boss time. We have done everything to do, well, not everything that we can do in this temple in Dragon Roost Cavern, the first dungeon in the game. There is still a treasure shard that we can get here, but I'm not going for all the treasure shards. That's something that I've mentioned in my intro for this LP, so I'm not really gonna bother to go back and get it. I'm just gonna go on and fight the boss. This is, of course, gonna be the first boss in the game, and there is Valoo's tail. And we're about to find out what's been pulling on this thing. Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed too if I had that kind of thing pulling on my tail. And this is actually, oh wow, they don't have the name pop up like traditional 3D Zelda bosses. They usually do that. I guess I just forgot in Wind Waker they didn't do that. But yeah, this is actually Goma. I'm not sure if Goma's the exact name of it, but maybe it's like Archo. No, I think Archo Goma was in Twilight Princess. But yeah, this is pretty much the Goma of the game, only this time it's a scorpion instead of a spider. Is that even a scorpion? I don't even think that's a scorpion. I'm not quite sure what that's supposed to be. No, I don't know. I don't know I guess you can say it's kind of a centipede type of thing. Well, it's kind of like those enemies that we've been seeing around the dungeon. You know, those one-eyed enemies that I had a lot of trouble with. Yeah, as you can see here, the concept's pretty simple. You tend to want to try to land on those platforms inside the arena. That way he can't really attack you. And yeah, a lot of people have trouble figuring out what to do in their first time doing this. I for sure did. Had a hard time figuring out that you had to use Valoo's tail as a thing to grapple on with your grappling hook, but he gives you plenty of time. Well, never mind. I mean, he gets his claws stuck in the ground, but it seems like later in the fight, he pulls them out quicker. That's what I'm noticing right now. I think something else he can do. Hold on. I wonder if he can. Shit, I'm actually getting hurt pretty badly here. And of course, right here, the one time I don't try to grab onto Valoo's tail. Come on, grab that. Whew. He gets his claw stuck longer. Let's see. I'm not grabbing on. Man, I was hoping I'd be. Oh, right there. Okay. Yeah, see, it's always best to land on those platforms. Eventually, I think this is it. His armor should break. Yeah, here we go. And things will get a lot quicker here. But again, thankfully we are on the platform here. I'm not sure how he can attack you here. I believe he can breathe fire. I know when you're on the ground level, he'll be able to breathe fire at you. Actually, you don't even need to worry about Valoo's tail anymore. Shoot, I don't know why I was trying to do that. Because now the crust isn't at the top of the mountain. I'm not even sure what that was up there. Now this phase you can pull him down to you with the grappling hook, but I seem to have trouble with it. Let's see if I can actually do it. There we go, and then you just slash his eye. There's another way you can do that, like he'll kind of lean down to breathe fire at you, and you'll be able to get him then. At least I think so. I don't know, I just, from previous fights with this that I don't remember ever having to use a grappling hook to pull him down to you, but maybe it's just been a long time since I've played this game. I don't even remember the last time I've played this game. It's been it has been quite a while. I remember I remember beating it just like in one spring break. So maybe like a couple springs ago. Okay, so this is where we have to not mess up and accidentally pick up the heart container out of instincts. And this is, I guess this is where this will officially become a 3-heart run. skipping the first heart container is kind of the key part of making it an official 3-heart run. Because now we're moving on with less heart containers than we probably should have. Yeah, I always make sure I save my game like right before the boss, just in case for some stupid reason I accidentally pick up the heart container. That's why most likely whenever I end episode, you know, whenever I get to a boss, I'm probably gonna end an episode right there so I can save and quit. And now all is good in Dragon Roost Island. Kind of reminds me of what happens with Death Mountain and Ocarina of Time. You know, in the adult part of it, where it's all fiery on the ring on the halo ring that surrounds Death Mountain, and after you beat the fire temple, it goes away. Kind of reminds me of that. And we get Din's Pearl, which I always kind of imagine it being kind of like a Dragon Ball, which is kind of ironic because you do get this on Dragon Roost Island after basically calming down a dragon. I don't know. That's just kind of something that came to mind right there. And the Great Valoo is great. Oh, well, not the Great. Well, he is great. Oh, right here, something worth mentioning about the second quest is that you see this text right here. This is highly in text right here, and whenever you play the second quest that you unlock by beating the main game, that text will be translated into English, and you'll be able to read what it says, and it usually will give some pretty heavy information. I'm not sure if I'm going to show that on screen or not, but I don't know. I'm leaning towards avoiding it just because, you know, I actually think it's cooler to keep that text a mystery. I don't know, because I just feel like if you're able to read it, it kind of spoils the story a little bit. And that's why they have it readable in the second quest, because, you know, of course, we've already beaten the game once by then. So, yeah. And now our work is done here. But we will be back to this island a few other times later in the game. So we're not completely done with Dragon Roost, but I guess now that I see this right in front of me, I can show this off. This is Beetle. You'll be seeing these boats all over the place around the overworld, and these will be your primary shops in the game. Well, really not so. I don't know. I mean, mostly, you know, like what you see here is what he mainly sells, but every now and then you'll find a beetle that sells something different, like bombs or whatever. But it is a good time to get this stuff, because this stuff is required for the main game. And yeah, we definitely want to get a bait bag. The bait comes in handy for filling out the map, actually, and I'll be able to show why. Maybe even soon. I'll try to show it soon.
Thank you.
Because I still haven't decided whether or not I'm going to fill out the map or not. It will probably come in handy later in the game once we have to kind of make multiple stops to many different islands, and it will definitely come in handy, so I probably will end up filling out the entire map. I just don't know when I'm going to do it, but I'm definitely going to do it off screen if I do. Okay, so I'm not sure if the bait bag actually comes with... oh wow, I have a bad throat right now. Comes with bait. This is another thing you want to get. This is definitely something that's required. I'm just gonna grab it right now. Hoi pear, I guess is how you pronounce it. That's how I pronounce it. Hoi pear. And this will allow you to summon seagulls, actually take control of them, and you'll be able to control seagulls and do stuff with them. But there are only like a few specific spots that you can actually do that, and you can't just do it anywhere. I never really paid much attention to the point system and the membership thing here. I don't really worry about it. It's not that it's nothing worth explaining. Bye. It's just, you know, as you continue to buy things, you'll get points into your membership, and then eventually get, you know, an upgraded membership. It's not anything really that important, because you don't do a whole lot of purchasing in this game, I guess. Well, I don't know. I guess you do if you do intend to fill out the entire map, because you're gonna need a lot of bait for that. I wonder though. Yeah, blah blah blah. He's gonna mark off on our map where our next destination is. So this is actually gonna take quite a while. So we'll see how I do as far as commentating the sea ride. If I can get in the boat, that would be. Why can I not get in? Seriously, why can I not get in? Am I supposed to do something? Is he like not letting us go? Hold on.
Hey.
Unfortunately, we cannot depart until the wind blows. Oh, okay. Oh, so I have to blow the wind. Or just change the wind. I don't remember him, like, being reluctant to let you in into the wind change. It's fine. Okay, so let's play the wind's Requiem. Yeah, got it right that time. As far as, like, the pronunciation of that word. Requiem. So we need to go south, exact opposite direction. And the island that we're heading towards is directly south of Dragon Roost, but it is quite a ways down, so this is going to be a long ride. We will be able to see a lot of the important islands along the way. So we'll get a pretty good look at the eastern side of the Great Sea here. What? Okay, good. They're forcing us to talk to this character. This is the character that you're gonna need to summon to fill out your map. He's gonna kind of explain it here. He's gonna point out our sea chart. Basically, in each square on the map grid, there's a fish. This type of fish character that you'll find. And what you have to do is just throw bait out into the water whenever you're nearby him. And then he'll come over and he'll fill out that square on the map for you, and then you'll be able to look at that square and see like what the island is called and what it's shaped like. You really need to pay attention to the shapes of the islands, because that is key to finding treasure. Because whenever you get treasure shards, like you'll be able to see like part of an island on the treasure chart, and you can kind of recognize the shape, and you'll be able to match that up with the square on your map, and then you have an idea what the treasure is. There will definitely be something huge later in the game that I'll be able to show when I'm talking about there. Much later, nothing we have to worry about now, but yeah. Something really big that is probably one of the most, or probably one of the least liked parts about this game. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, so enough about this. Blah, 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 whatever. Okay, let's go. Set forth. So, here's our first really long trip on the sea, I guess, because you know, the last one that we went on from Windfall to Dragon Roost wasn't that long. It was just 2 squares to the west. So yeah, one thing I really like about this game as far as the sea goes is that they do a pretty good job as far as draw distance goes. Right here we have a fiery mountain that it will be important actually later in the game, so keep this in mind. It's like right south of Dragon Roost, so yeah, definitely keep it in mind. will have to come back here. But yeah, the Great Sea in this game is a pretty good draw distance. You can see like islands all over the place when just kind of looking around, and a lot of these are pretty far away too. So they do a good job of letting you know like where the islands are relative to where you are, and you're gonna be seeing a lot of similar shapes around here. And I don't know, those would make sense as we find them. I don't think I can. I'm not gonna really try to sidetrack, but I'm pretty sure if you go off course, the King of Red Lions will say, "No, you can't go that way." I'm pretty sure I talked about that later or earlier. Jeez, getting the words mixed up again. We are coming up to kind of a long time here, so I'm probably gonna end the episode. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna fill up. Do I have any bait? Let me check. I might even just to demonstrate it right now. Fill out a. No, I don't have any bait. Never mind. Then I'm not gonna go back and get any. I was gonna try to fill out a part of the map, but oh well. I mean, whatever's over here isn't that important anyway. It's a pretty small island. Some islands are more important than others, and I definitely don't know them all off the top of my head. And this is definitely one of the probably is the hardest overworld to learn. But we can actually see our next destination now in the distance. So I guess now that we can actually see it, I'm gonna end the episode with this. So next time on Wind Waker, we should be very closely approaching our next destination, and not getting reserved for sale. I don't know why. I keep hitting A because I keep thinking of playing a platformer. But yeah, next time on Wind Waker, we will be closer to our destination and we will explore it. So this is Michael 2 and 7, and I will see you then.